This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Join me, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty, on my podcast, My Life of Crime, as I take on true crime investigations like no other. This season, I'm looking into the labyrinth of crime and secrets within families. I'm cutting straight to the evidence and talking to the people directly involved, including investigators and the families of victims. Listen to My Life of Crime with Erin Moriarty wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Then today's episode, this episode originally was going to be a 2-part episode, but I was like, for one situation, I feel like it's going to be pretty, easy and quick to talk about versus the other one. It's a little complicated. But anyway, so what I'm going to be talking on is how to know when someone is flirting with you. Now we'll be talking on, 2 different types of examples. A man flirting with a woman and a woman flirting with a man. For anybody else, I'm just going based off of what I know. So I'm not trying to, I just have a feeling I'll do this episode and somebody will be, trying to like call me out for something or cancel me for something. I'm like, look, I'm just talking on what I know. It would just be weird for me to talk on something that I don't know, then it's just, it's confusing and stuff. So that's why I'm like, whatever you call yourself, it's like, that's I don't know about that, because there's so many different types of genders and, people's like titles and things like, fam, I don't know all of that and stuff. Yeah, I should study it, but I'm like, I don't know about it. I'm just going like, for now, I'm just going based off of what I know about. In the future, who knows what I'll be talking about. So, but anyways, no, I wanted to talk on this because actually the idea behind this episode was me watching a Sweet Anita video, because she was talking on that, like when a man can't say the same compliments that a woman would leave underneath your comment sections, like under a post. So let's say you post a picture of yourself, like you've been hitting the gym, your butt's talking like if you're a woman, but you've been hitting the gym, butt's getting a little bit bigger, you post a picture of it. A woman could leave a comment. This is what Sweet Anita was talking about. But a woman could talk about everything on your body. She could be talking about your boobs. She could be talking about your butt. She could be talking about your feet. She could be talking about your kneecap. Whatever that'd be kind of weird. I think even if I was a woman and I saw somebody talking about my kneecap, I'm like, weird. But anyways, but no, the thing is this though. Anything like jokes aside, like if you post like a booty picture, a woman could compliment that and you ain't gonna like think, oh that's weird, that's kind of like what does she mean by that? No, I just feel like that a woman and a woman could like, and it's the funny thing is like in some cases it's like that with men too, because like let's say if I post a picture of myself like all bulked up, working out, lifting weights, going crazy, and one of my friends if one of my friends comment talking about my butt, I'm all like, hey bro, don't leave no more comments like that. I'm like, that's just weird, man. but do you see my point though? Or do you more so Sweet Anita's point, because she was originally making this point, but do you see the point though? I'm all like, the funny thing, that is just the funny thing about both men and women, is that a woman could leave a compliment like that underneath your post talking about whatever your body features are if you're another woman, but if a man does it, it's weird, because it's all like, what do you mean by that? What are you getting at? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to do and things? Like, there's so many questions that come with it and things. And so, that's why it's like, with flirting, you don't really know. I guess, like, because my thing is this. I think just cutting straight to the ending of this episode, like, what I really want to say, I just think people just need to be straight up. Like, if you like somebody, or you trying to get with somebody, or you got feelings for somebody, you got to let that person know. Because if not, then, it's going to probably be one of those situations where you look up one day and they already talking to somebody or any relationship, sleeping with somebody, and you done lost out on your chance and things. So that's why I'm like, nah, if you got feelings for somebody, you need to let them know that stuff right now. All right. So, but anyways, now though, I wanted to the thing is that I wanted to talk on like the differences between flirting, because I feel like with a man, like it's complicated for us to understand it, But I feel like for a woman, it's like, you know, when someone's flirting with you. I feel like a woman, she thinks onto those types of things. A man, on the other hand, it's like, fam, I know I've had my moments where if a woman, she's making, you know, passes at me, flirting with me and all that stuff, I'm kind of like thinking like, okay, you know, I'm like, and then it hits me like either later on that day or later on that week, and I'm all like, dang, that's what she meant by that. And I'm all like, why did it take me so long to figure it out? I'm all like, why am I thinking of this stuff now? And so then that's when you got hit them with that late night message, all like, hey, so I pieced it together. What you trying to do right now? So, nah, man, but yeah, flirting, like I said, with the man, it just really depends on like how you word it to that man. Because I'm trying to think of some examples. Like if you're just straight to it, then yeah, I think that man, he's gonna be like, oh, so that's what you mean, okay? But if you're like beating around the bush, like, you know, oh, I love a man with Jordans, because my thing is this. I don't know. I feel like if she's saying it and we're the only two in the room, and knowing me, I'm going to most likely be wearing some Jordans. I'm like, okay, yeah. But it's like, if there's like 100 people around me and stuff, we all wearing Jordans, and then she's like, she comes up. Well, even then, I still make that. No, that's a bad example, because I'm like, it's something where I guess with me, I'm a little bit different. I feel like that type of stuff, I'll probably catch on to it, because I'm like, okay, people know me, people know I wear Jordans and stuff. So yeah, it's something where I'm all like, but no, okay, so all right, maybe if I switch it up a little bit. So like, yeah, let's say I'm wearing some Adidas, right? And then she comes up and she's all like, she was like, I love when people, or maybe she words it like that. Okay, so yeah, let's say I'm wearing Jordans, and then she walks up and she's all like, oh, I love people that wear Jordans. I'm all like, no, yeah, they're comfortable shoes and things. Because I'm thinking for myself on this example, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's the average guy. So yeah, okay, average guy. Now I'm in the mindset of an average guy. All right, so you walk up to an average guy and you all like, oh, I love a man that wears Jordans. I feel like if he doesn't get flirted with enough, and I think that's another thing too, it's like that if it doesn't happen to you that often, like you got that one like diamond in the or needle in the haystack. I think that's a diamond in the rough, needle in the haystack. I almost got my example or my sayings confused, but anyways, but no, yeah, if it's like you're that one needle in the haystack where you just randomly, yeah, it's like I ain't gonna, like that's something as an average guy, he ain't gonna be thinking about that type of stuff. So it's like, yeah, you walk up on that average guy, they don't be getting flirted with on a whole lot and things, and you talking about, oh, I love a man that wears Jordans, he gonna be all like, oh yeah, they're, you know, comfortable shoes and things, and then next thing you know, it's just gonna open up a whole conversation about Jordans, and then you sitting there thinking like, why did this guy not pick up on me flirting with him? And it's gonna confuse you. Now, switching the roles. If I walk up to a woman and I'm all like, oh, I love a woman that wears red dresses, she's gonna be looking like, oh, okay, thank you, and then walk off. And then that, I have to say, for a man, because I feel like with a woman, there might, I don't know, it might be the same, but I just feel like with women, if women get rejected, I feel like they can move on a lot easier than a man. Like a man gets rejected, you're gonna be sitting there thinking like, what'd I say? What'd I do? Like I didn't even, I was trying to give her a compliment. I was trying, you know, I'm like, what did I? So it's like, it's stuff like that. But I guess that's like if you really don't know the person, because I feel like, yeah, in some cases, like it might be a person that you cool with that's flirting with you, and you might not pick it up because it's like you guys. Because the thing is this, I feel like if it's one of those like, it's like, let's say it's a close friend of yours, right? And out of nowhere they, you know, but I'm like, even then I still feel that it's, you know, but the thing is this though, with flirting, everybody has like their way of flirting with people, because you have it where it's like there would be people, I'm sitting down trying to think about this, and I've been trying to do this episode the whole day, and I'm like, and now I finally figured it out, everybody got a different way of flirting. There isn't like, there is like that original formula to flirting, but I feel like everybody got a different way of flirting. You got that one person, they'll like your post on social media, but they'll like all your posts on social media. Somebody will consider that flirting. Because I've seen where people are like, they've said that, where they're all like, oh yeah, if they liking your stuff in the middle of the night, yeah, that's a way of flirting. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I just thought that they were supporting my content, they were just up in the middle of the night. So yeah, it's like, that's why I'm like, I'm trying to like, I finally pieced it together. everybody got a different way of flirting. I got my way of flirting. The person next door to me, they got their way of flirting. The person across the state and country, city, everywhere, everybody got a different way of flirting. There isn't no logical, normal way of flirting. Everybody got their different way of flirting and stuff. So yeah, it's like you might have that one person where it's like, okay, let's say for an example, you guys be playing video games and things, and then they drop off like some rare weapon for you and things. Like that might be their way of flirting and stuff. So yeah, it's like it's one of those things where it's just thinking about it, and I'm all like, that's why I was struggling trying to do this episode, because there isn't no original material with flirt. Like flirting is like unique, it's different, you know, and it's gonna be different for everybody and stuff. So but I guess like more so like just talking on like, you know, how man or man or woman will respond to flirting and stuff. Yeah, it's like with men, I feel like it's kind of, you know, harder for us to pick up on that stuff versus with a woman. It's like, yeah, a woman, she'll know. I feel like most women, they usually know. There might be that, and it might be the other way around. I feel like there's probably men out there where it's all like if a woman, but it's like you could usually got something like, well, I don't know, like I feel like getting ready to like make this comment, it might stir up some stuff, and I'm not trying to argue with nobody based on what I'm saying, but I feel like usually if a woman approaches a man and she starts flirting with him, usually it's because he got something going on. Now, it might be a situation where he got money, he got nice cars, he got something like, you know, like, cause yeah, let's say for an example, I'm walking up out of this club, got on like a multi-$1,000 suit, walking towards my Lamborghini, and a woman, she walks up, she was like, oh, nice car. I wonder how hard the car rumbles. I wonder how fast it goes. I'm all like, so my comedy side always be kicking in, because I've been looking like, okay, she trying to rob me or something, because paranoid me in this day and age, I'm all like, nope, I don't know you like that. I'm like, maybe because I'm like, I was in that club for like 3 hours, you ain't said nothing to me, all of a sudden I'm like, who's walking around the corner? I'm like, I'm about to call security. No, wait a second. But and realistically, you know, yeah, if a woman approaches you on some stuff like that, she's flirting with you and things, and then even if it's comedy, now if you're funny, okay, I feel like because this is what I overall know with me, because I'm like, fam, I had to say like the times where I have like been around women and I've been like me being me, just cracking jokes and all that stuff. If they do like key things, like they grab onto you, laughing at everything that you're saying, and who knows, maybe because with me, I just feel like I'm naturally funny. I'm like, I cause any and everybody to laugh. I'm like, you be around me, you gonna laugh. My thing is this: being around me, you're gonna have at least one good laugh in your whole life. I'm like, fam, I had to say I've made people laugh in so many different ways possible. So I don't know, with me, it is, I have to say in my situation, me just being me, yeah, I don't really know, because I'm all like, okay, well, I brought out that same type of laughter out of like half my friends and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, it's one of the, I don't know, bro. I don't know how to overall respond. Like, I don't know if she's flirting with me or not. But yeah, it's like, I could think of some times where I've said stuff and I'm all like, okay, it wasn't that funny. I'm like, I get it. Like, that was like a joke where it could got like a minimum laugh. But I'm all like, I don't know, man. I'm like, if I say somewhere, I'm all like, dang, I'm like, why is it so cold outside? Then you just bust out and start laughing. I'm gonna be looking like, dang, I just asked the question. I'm like, that it required all of that. I guess. I mean, I don't know, but I maybe the way I worded it or the way I sound, but I'm like, that's just how I sound. That's how I talk. I'm like, why is that so fun? Now I'm getting paranoid. And so, but yeah, it's like in a situation like that, you know, like, yeah, I feel like if it's just, you go through it enough, then you'll know. But now it's like thinking about that too. If you don't go through it enough, like if you don't have like a whole lot of people flirting with you and things, then yeah, it's like you won't really know and stuff. So, but I bet and I know people will probably ask like, can flirting happen anywhere? Like, yes. I'm like, it can happen at your workplace. It can happen you shopping around. It can happen, and bro, I'm saying any and everywhere, bro, any and everywhere. And I'm trying to think of like some like other places. Bathroom, that might be kind of weird. I'm like, nah, if I'm sitting on the toilet, because I'm like, for one, I'm like, how did a woman get in the men's bathroom anyways? I'm like, that, I feel like there's a time and place for like flirting. So in some cases, like, let's say it's like Sunday service and things, and then I don't know, what could you really say that's like like flirtatious. Is flirtatious a word? I feel like flirtatious. If not, it's going to be my word for the remainder of this episode. But what could you say flirtatious in church? Because I'm trying to think, like, if a woman is flirt with me in church, I'm like, oh, she really likes me. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, I think I might, pursue for this situation and things. Cause I'm like, nah, you take the time to flirt with me in the Lord's house. Yeah, that's on some stuff where I'm like, let me see how this situation goes. Cause I'm like, you really must like somebody, you going that far with it and things. But well, there's some other bathroom. I'm like, yeah, especially it's like both situations. I'm like, nah, you flirt with me but I'm trying to think though. It's all like, cause I'm thinking of a public bathroom. I'm like, maybe if I'm in the comfort of my own home and she come, like if I'm sitting on the toilet, right? And I think we all know what you're doing. You sitting on the toilet. I'm sitting on the toilet, of course, using my phone. Cause that's what you sitting on the toilet and not doing nothing. That's weird right there. And if my thing is this, in both situations where she's flirting with me and I'm just sitting there not doing, I have to really, my thing is this, if I'm sitting on the toilet on my phone, right? It's like, most likely, yeah, I probably know I'm going to be there for a while, but I'm keeping myself entertained. If I'm sitting on the toilet, no phone, that means that my stomach is hurting. Sorry to get a little personal, but if I'm sitting on the toilet with no phone in hand and she comes into the bathroom and she's all like, I'm trying to think. I don't even know. Like, what could you? That would just be weird. I'm like, nah, bruh. That ain't even like on some stuff where you're trying. Cause I feel like on the toilet, you must really love that person. Where it's like you flirting with them on the toilet and things. I'm like, nah. At that point, I'm like, we gotta get married. Cause I'm like, that's just crazy and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm like, she just walk in the bathroom. She starts flirting with me and stuff. She's all like, oh, I love your Jordans. I'm like, for one, I'm not wearing Jordans in no bathroom. I'm like, that's just no. I'm like, maybe if I'm like out in public, okay. Home, I'm socks. I'm like, so I guess maybe if she's seen some on the way to the bathroom, then okay. But yeah, that's on some stuff where I'm like, I don't know about that one. Like, that's a little weird. All right. So, but yeah, it's one of those things though, where I'm like, yeah, it's just, flirting. Everybody got their own way of flirting. It's just how, you go about it, I guess. So, but anyways, I tried. I was like, with this episode, I guess, like, if you didn't get the answers that you needed, freaking follow me on social media, join one of my streams one day, and then yeah, I'll give you some if you got questions of your own. Cause my thing is like, when I'm trying to go over everything that I can possibly think of, when I'm talking on topics like this. But I don't know, I feel like there's some things that's missing. A part 2 might happen, I don't know. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube. Follow and subscribe if you're viewing this on podcast streaming service. Make sure you follow me across all social media platforms at TMossBoss. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.